welcome back to basketball in the land. It's the wine and gold scrimmage presented by First Energy. As the crowd assembling here to get their first look at the new-look Cavaliers.
And a lot of people laugh at me when I say that, but Deli brought a certain toughness to this team. And here is the man, Dwyane.
Wearing that smile, thrilled to be here. He said there were a lot of teams that came after him, including the OKC Thunder for obvious reasons, but he is reunited with his best friend, LeBron James. And listen to the roar for Dwyane.
Yeah. And believe me, from what I've seen, that young man can still go, Fred. He can give it to you and on both ends of the floor. That's what I'm excited about with him. But the Cavs have so many wing players now, it's going to be interesting to see how we match.
Michael Longobardi, one of our assistant coaches, over to say hello. So there they are. Like Dwyane said, it's like peanut butter and jelly. On whole wheat, please. But
a lot of the guys we have, like Derek and Jeff and Jose and some free agents, they haven't been to the finals, so they're excited to be here.
I always wonder, because you guys seem to have picked great personalities as well as good players.
You guys are playing for something, and like Derek, coming off a couple injuries, and in New York last year, he's trying to prove something that he could play with a championship caliber team.
Kevin Love with a basketball against Tristan Thompson. He's out there with Dwyane Wade, Jay Crowder, J.R. Smith, and Derrick Rose. And the first shot goes for D. Wade in the cue.
The Cavaliers again. Now
the first teams to have an owned and operated squad is Canton Charge has been such a beacon of light in the G League, and Cavs really taken advantage of that.
I think that's good for the league, though.
Yep, exactly.
And especially the future of the league. And the people keep control. Well, once teams know that the Cavaliers are going to use Love that way, that's going to be really, I think, the advantage we'll have, is to be able to set him up and do things like Dwyane Wade.
Count the bucket on the teardrop, fouled by Tristan Thompson. As Wade saw a lane, came into camp in tremendous physical shape, which you knew he would. Remember, he engineered the buyout with the Chicago Bulls. And this was definitely number one on his radar to come to Cleveland.
Well, you can see the happiness that LeBron has, and
as the Gold Squad will work for the final shot of the 24-second clock, I think. Although Ty Lue may call an end to it here.
Yeah, he looks like he's.
Yep.
Yep.
So 58-56 will be the final score. Again, as you talked about, a lot of ball movement and a quick pace.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking for this evening, is to see where they really focused on moving the ball and up and down the floor.
We're going to get a chance to hear from Kyle Korver, Alec Clifton from our Fox Sports Ohio team. We'll get a chance to chat with Kyle, who really showed a radar-like three here tonight, as he hit 4 of 6 for 12 points. But all in all, a good display, and really a glimpse into what we've seen in training camp. Don't you think, AC? We've seen this all week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this to me, it solidifies to me that they are consciously focused on making a change in style.
As the players giving away their practice jerseys to some lucky fans. And Allie is tracking down Kyle Korver as we speak to get his thoughts on the scrimmage here tonight.
Ovation you got just when you walked out there for warm-ups. Any reaction to that?
No, it's great. I've been in this building a lot of times when I haven't played for the finals, whether I was doing the TV or at the game, and the crowd has always been great to me. But coming in here, never been a player on this side. I'm happy to be on this side because I know what they bring from the standpoint of the energy. So it felt great.
How many minutes were you on the court with LeBron before he turned his ankle?
I never played with him. Yeah, I didn't play. I was on the white team, so we haven't played together still in like 4 years.
Have you, I mean, we know that you've been spending quite a bit of time running point on that second unit. What do you think about that?
No, I like it. It allows me to be a playmaker, which I love when you have guys like Kyle Korver out there, Channing Frye, sometimes JR, just whatever lineups coach put out there. It gives me an opportunity to have the ball in my hand, make plays, and obviously score the basketball. But there's so much talent on this team. I'm trying to get used to all the weapons that we have. But I like it. I like the change up, and I think the second unit gonna have to be very good for this team to be as successful as it want to be.
The game has evolved so much in positionless basketball, really, but did you see this as like the later stage of your career, stepping into that kind of role of the backup point guard or point guard in general?
You really don't look that far. You play the game, and I never thought I'd be playing at 35 years old. I never thought I'd be playing 15 years in. So, you always want to be able to be out on the basketball floor. So you want to be able to do whatever your team needs you to do. No matter if you're playing, in the NBA, no matter if you're playing in an Olympic team, no matter what, everyone on the team has a role. Whether you're the star player at the time or whether you the 15 guy off the bench, you have a role. So you want to be the best in your role, and that's what I've always tried to be. So whatever role coach and the team needs for me to play here, my ego is not big enough. It's not that big where I will not be okay with playing whatever role that they ask for me to play.
We got to see a glimpse of Rose that you guys have been seeing behind closed doors, or I guess your teammates have seen him before.
Yeah,
so
man.
What does he have that he can still bring to this team?
Well, I mean, D Rose had a good year last year. Everyone kind of forget because the Knicks wasn't in the playoffs, and then he ended up getting hurt at the end of the year, which was unfortunate. But I played against him last year. He was unbelievable. His ability to finish around the basket is as good as anyone. When it's one-on-one coverage, there's not too many people can stand in front of him. He's so shifty. I think a lot of us, his ability to pass the ball with his team. I mean, you got so many weapons. He's been passing the ball amazing. He looks like he's in great shape. But the first thing I said to him when I came here is, man, you just look like you're happy. You just look free in the mind, and that goes a long way. So, it's still early, of course, but I know he likes where he at, and we do too.
What does playing at center bring to you guys offensively?
Spreads the floor. When you have a team as deep as this, you have multiple lineups you can go to. Kevin Love at the 5 just spreads the floor, and it puts other 5 men in uncomfortable positions on the defensive end of the floor. And he's one of the better shooters in this game. So, and it also, gives Jay Crowder an opportunity to guard other teams, better defender, and gives LeBron James a rest where you don't have to guard the other guys, better defender all game. So. I think coach is going to play with different lineups throughout the year, depending on what works. But he has the ability to do that with so much talent on the roster.
Playing point guard, is that one of the things you talked with Coach Lou about before you came?
Yeah, we talked about that. It's more so just having the ball in your hand. I always had the ball in my hand, my whole career. So it's not really playing point guard, just being a playmaker more so than anything. We both talked about that. That was one thing for me that I was excited about. Having an opportunity to, I like playing with shooters and I like playing with big men that can roll. Tristan can roll, and we got enough shooters on this team. So definitely understand also how important, like I said, that unit will be when we get that opportunity to make sure that when LeBron is resting, that team can be a plus this season. They wasn't a plus last year in the second unit, so hopefully when I'm in that group, I want to make sure that group is a plus more times than not. And we got some weapons on the offensive end. Defensively, we got to continue to get our system down, and continue to help cover each other, and help each other that way, and be a good collective good.